365 days a year. Just call us up, we'll be right there. Our service is guaranteed. As you make, we take great care. Our experts are always there for you and your family's needs. When your family just can't wait, you can always count on Shoemake.
The holidays start here at Kroger with a variety of options to celebrate traditions old and new. You could do a classic herb-roasted turkey or spice it up and make turkey tacos. Serve up a go-to shrimp cocktail or use Simple Truth wild-caught shrimp for your first Cajun risotto. No matter how you shop, Kroger has all the freshest ingredients to embrace all your holiday traditions. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield and JMI Sports under the broadcast rights granted by the University of Georgia. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the University of Georgia, Learfield, and JMI Sports. Announcers are provided by Learfield and JMI Sports and approved by the University of Georgia.
Luton Ed Carney back in the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. Georgia trails High Point 33-30 with 20 minutes to play from Stegman Coliseum. Over to the gridiron now as we look at action on the first day of bowl games. 2 in progress right now. 8 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Appalachian State leads Miami of Ohio 13-9 in the Cure Bowl. And at the end of one quarter, Fresno State holds a 10-0 lead over New Mexico State in the New Mexico Bowl from Albuquerque. In the books from the bowl games already, Jacksonville State wins a thriller over Louisiana 34-31 in overtime from the Superdome in the New Orleans Bowl. In the Myrtle Beach Bowl, Ohio all over Georgia Southern 41-21 was the final. And in the Celebration Bowl just down the road from the Benz in Atlanta, Florida A&M comes back from 10 down to beat Howard 30-26. Still to come on the gridiron from Los Angeles, 7:30 Eastern kickoff between UCLA and Boise State in the LA Bowl. And in the Independence Bowl, a 9:15 kick for Texas Tech and California from Shreveport. This halftime report is brought to you by Georgia Power. At Georgia Power, our mission is to provide Georgia with clean, safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We understand that energy bills play a vital role in your budget, and we're committed to providing the tools and assistance you need to make a difference. Learn more at georgiapower.com/myenergy. High Point 33, Georgia 30. Back to Stegman right after this on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
With Northside Hospital, you can look forward to new beginnings, look ahead to comeback seasons, and look up for hope and strength. Northside welcomes you into our community of care, guided by one clear direction, a mission to heal. Led by our expertise in maternity, heart, cancer, orthopedics, and more, you can move into tomorrow with confidence. For a healthier future together, look to Northside Hospital.
It's time to cheer on the Bulldogs with the smooth and refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth, and at 5% alcohol, it's got the perfect kick to turn things up on game day. It's time to stock up for the season. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted. Please drink responsibly. Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Don't go anywhere. The Dogs are coming right back. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. So minivans, sedans, JDMs, roll out. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. And with eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
365 days a year. Just call us up. We'll be right there. Our service is guaranteed. At Shoemake, we take great care. Our experts are always there for you and your family's needs. When your family just can't wait, you can always count
Halftime in Athens. Scott Howard, Chuck Dowdle, producer-engineer Adam Gillespie back courtside here at Stegman Coliseum. Luke Nat Carney in our Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. And High Point has a 3-point lead over Georgia, 33-30. And the first half numbers look like this. They're brought to you by Northside Hospital, reminding you that the most common symptom of prostate cancer is no symptom at all, and prostate cancer will affect 1 in every 9 men in America. Find out about screenings, your risk factors, and innovative treatment at northside.com. As we mentioned right at the end of the first half, Georgia out shooting High Point 48% to 23%, but High Point with 17 more shots on the basket than Georgia. They were 9 for 40 in the first half. Georgia 11 of 23, and we trail by 3, and largely due to the fact that High Point has 15 offensive rebounds, only 1 in the game for Georgia. 7 of those offensive rebounds are team rebounds. Georgia unable to get and grasp the rebound, and ball stays with High Point in the possession. They're led by Trey Benham's 15 points. He's 6 for 6 from the foul line and has 3 threes in the first half. Georgia's leading scorer is Noah Thomason with 11. And our leading scorer this season, Jabri Abdul-Rahim, averaging 13 a game, played only 5 minutes and 20 seconds in the first half. He had 2 quick fouls and has yet to score. Hopefully he can get going here in the second half.
Well, what a difference that would make just to get Jabri going, because, you know, that's a guy that can fill it up in a hurry and still finish, you know, in mid-double figures.
And let's hope he can do that in half number 2. It's coming up right after this. Georgia trails by 3 as intermission winds down in Athens. Back for the second half in a moment on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Don't you mean fa la 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 la?
Nope, we're shaking things up.
Whatever you say.
Shake things up this season at the Toyotathon sales event. Lease a new 2024 Toyota RAV4 LE for $339 a month for 24 months, plus $500 holiday bonus cash. Toyota, let's go places. Offer valid through January 2nd, 2024. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. 3638 due at signing. No security deposit with select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
In Georgia, football is more than just a game. It's how we celebrate our traditions and community spirit. Strong values are important, and that's why when you partner with Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance, you get so much more than just a policy. You get a local agent and a company you can depend on. Visit gfbinsurance.com to find your local agent or get your quick quote. Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance. More than just a game. More than just a policy.
We are Farm Bureau.
Don't go anywhere. The Dogs are coming right back. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Georgia Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Do you call the dogs in your sleep? See bulldogs in the clouds? Never wear orange and blue together? If so, there's no better way to show your Dog Nation pride than with the Georgia Bulldogs Regions Visa debit card and prepaid Regions Now card. As passionate as you are about the Bulldogs, Regions is even more passionate about celebrating your every financial win and helping you plan for the next one. To order your card, visit Regions.com/GoDogs. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Ready for the second half. High Point will get the basketball to start the final 20 minutes, and here we go as they throw it in from the far corner, far side, half court rather. And the first possession being worked by Miles, who had only 2 points. He's their leading scorer, almost 20 a game. He gets 2 the hard way that time, drives right down the lane and knocked to the floor as he lays it up and in. No whistle, but the basket is good.
I got to tell you, that was a great shot. Acrobatic, but it was a great shot.
35-30. Chiwa on the other end misses a lay-in with the right hand. We get an offensive rebound from M.A. Moncrief. He misses the putback off the glass, but there's a pushing foul on High Point. That's going to put Moncrief on the free throw line for the Dogs. 2 shots coming.
M.A. Moncrief to the line for the Dogs.
Moncrief started the game tonight, averaging just a little over a point per ball game. There's a good free throw by M.A. for his first point of the night. Fouls on Bodo, by the way, this 7-foot freshman from Cameroon for High Point. He prepped in California. He's got a few blocks tonight. Moncrief misses the second foul shot off the rim. It's rebounded by their 7-footer. We've missed 4 foul shots tonight. They've only missed
10.
1.
He didn't get it over.
Miles with a backcourt violation, a 10-second count. And he looks very surprised by that.
You know what? He was spending too much time trying to direct traffic in the front court, taking his time in the backcourt, wasn't looking at the clock.
So Georgia will throw it in front court to Demery, and they have 20 seconds on the shot clock to work with. Chiwa has it, wants Abdur-Rahim to come get it. Benham chasing it. Jabri on the drive. Right-hander short. Rebound under the basket. Touched out by Abdur-Rahim. It'll be High Point basketball. It's a 4-point Panther lead, 35-31. High Point with some Georgia connections that you may be aware of. Their head coach last year was former Bulldog Gigi Smith. As they went 14-17. Ball is loose in the backcourt, picked up by Moncrief for Georgia. Drives and a scoop, and they call an offensive foul on Moncrief as Miles just stood his ground in the paint. And Moncrief, who picked up that loose ball, went right to the basket, but drove right through Duke Miles, who drew the charge.
Yeah, we got to be just a little smarter than that. You pick up a ball there, you got a defender between you. Don't let them set that up. You got to, pull it back out.
And we had Demery right there, too.
Yeah, sure.
Probably could have passed it off to him. Easy layup. 35-31. High Point basketball. Miles on the dribble in front court to our right. He's guarded by Demery, the freshman from Raleigh. Skips it to his left to Hamilton. He's directing traffic as he holds the basketball. To Benham off a curl straightaway 3. Good. His 4th of the game. He's got 18 points. Georgia attacks with Demery, driving with a left hand and floats it up and in from the left side as he tumbles to the floor. 38-33. Georgia with 2 the hard way.
You can watch Silas Demery, a young freshman, getting better and better every game.
He's in double figures. There's Moncrief with a block from behind. Just got his right palm right on top of the ball, and Duke Miles was trying to slash through the lane. Blocked it out of bounds. It'll belong to High Point.
Great defense by M.A.
Moncrief leads the team in blocks. That's his 8th of the year. Benham from the right corner off the mark on that 3 ball. Rebounded by Thomas. A diagonal pass into the front court. Demery. He drives into the lane on an angle, and they foul him from behind, knock the ball out of his hands. The foul is on Kamani Hamilton, the Mississippi State transfer for High Point. That's his second. And the second on High Point here in the half. Clock stopped with 18:08 to play.
Benham thought that foul was on him. When the whistle blew, he turned, and boy, he was about to let the official have it. You got my teammate? Oh, okay, that's good.
I'm all right with that. Demery feeds it into Chiwa, misses a little baby hook shot, and then fouls on the rebound. He knocked Bodo to the floor. Bodo is 7 feet. He's listed at 7 feet, maybe a little shorter than that, but 240. And Chiwa, 7 feet and 280. So Russell got the better of the other guy on that particular play, but picked up the foul. That's his first of the night. High Point to throw it in against Georgia pressure. Hamilton sprints down the middle of the floor, throws it out of bounds in the far left corner against Georgia's press.
Just their 3rd turnover of the game.
It was trying to go to Theum in the corner, maybe to set him up for a 3, but it was about a 45-foot pass and went sailing out of bounds. Missed his target by about 5 feet. Georgia gets it on the turnover. Hill on the dribble for the Dogs in front court. Behind the screen from Chiwa. Dribbles to the right elbow. Fires it overhead back to Abdur Rahim. He'll give it back to Justin. 6 on the shot clock. Hill, step back 3, right side, short, front of the rim. Rebound knocked up high in the air, caught by Miles. The guard for High Point. Down the middle of the floor, feeds Thiem to his right, slides along the baseline, misses a lay-in. Rebound to Chiwa. Dogs want to run it the other way. In transition, now Moncrief going to curl around, give it to Thomason. He weaves his way into the paint. Shot blocked by Bodo. Bodo out of bounds on the right baseline.
Boy, Noah thought he should have had the foul that time. He was leaning in, putting it up, drew contact, but no whistle.
Their 7-footer has 8 rebounds and 3 blocks tonight. He's doing a good job protecting their rim when he's on the floor. Georgia will throw it in. 19 on the shot clock for Justin Hill. He two-hands it into Jabri. Catch and shoot 3. Short off the rim. Rebound just touched by Chiwa, chased down by Thomason. The Dogs get an offensive board there. Thomason behind Chiwa, screen, jumper in the circle. Again, off the rim, no good. Rebound to High Point.
Oh, we've just gone cold.
High Point basketball, they lead by 5, 38-33. Georgia just 1 for 8 from the floor here in the second half. That's 12.5%. And that is cold. Panthers ball, 6 on the clock. Giffa with a head fake. Step back 2, right side, off the left side of the rim. Rebound with 2 hands by Hill for Georgia. Speeds into the front court, feeds Thomason, whips it to Jabri in the corner. Back up the wing, it goes to Noah. Thomason puts it on the floor with a right-hand dribble drive. Stops it into the belly of Moncrief. He hasn't stripped away. The big man had it around waist high, and they got hands on it, knocked it loose, and stole it. Never got a shot up. High Point basketball. Hamilton holds above the arc on the left side of the floor. They go to the 7-footer, top of the key. He feeds Miles, the guard, into the corner to Hamilton for a 3, which he missed as he admired the miss. Rebounded by the Dogs. Hill into the front court, far sideline. Slow bounce feed into the post to Chiwa. Look out, don't push off. Bodo just gives up defensively and leaves Russell wide open for a left side lay-in.
They may be the same height. There's a little difference when they step on the scales.
He didn't want a forearm in the gut again. 9 points for Chiwa now, 38-35. Dogs trail by 3. High Point basketball. Giffa, open 3, look good, all net. Top of the key. We were late getting on him defensively. That's his first basket of the game. And it's a 3. He's got 5 in the contest. It's 41-35. Dogs with the basketball. Chiwa inside. Feeds it back to Moncrief. Drives inside. Bodo blocked it out on the floater. Miles with the ball in his hands. The guys in purple are going to run. Miles misses the lay-in. There's Hamilton. Two-handed dunk on the follow. 43-35. Their big lead has been 10 tonight. Right now it's at 8. Chiwa trying to back his man down. Bodo spinning towards the baseline. Bank shot is good from the right side.
Russell's ready to accept that challenge, isn't he?
Double figures for the big guy. Chiwa with 11. High Point basketball. Miles fakes the 3. Gives it up on the wing. Benham has it. Underhands it back to Giffa. They'll lob it back to Hamilton on the logo. A 9 to shoot. 14:22 to go. 43-37. Panthers lead. They've led for a long time tonight. Giffa step back 3 straight away. Off the rim. Straight up rebound. Right down to Jabri Abdur-Rahim. He'll take it into the front court. Wants the 3. Not there. Gives it to Moncrief instead. Misses the driving layup. Misses the tap back twice. And it's pulled away by High Point.
Well, M.A. just struggling to make baskets.
Tried to tap it up and in on 2 misses and unable to do so. High Point with the ball. They lead by 6. Under 14 minutes remaining here at Stegman Coliseum tonight. Miles dribbles to his right, behind the back. He's picked up by Chiwa on the wing. Tried to drive, put his shoulder right into Chiwa's waist. Still with a basketball. Fadeaway 2 on the baseline. Shot clock running down. Hit the top of the backboard. And that'll be a dead ball out of bounds. It'll be Georgia's possession on the shot clock violation by High Point. Timeout with 13:32 to go in the game. Panthers still in front. They lead Georgia 43-37 on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Creature Comforts Brewing Company is the official craft beer of your Georgia Bulldogs. These two Athens institutions have joined to connect quality beer with the passion and pageantry of the UGA faithful. So whether it's Georgia's favorite craft beer, Tropicalia IPA, the award-winning Classic City Lager, or Georgia's #1 new brand, Bigger Dreams Hazy IPA, Creature Comforts has you covered on game day and every day. Two brands, one town, one team. Go Dogs! Sip 'em. Creature Comforts Brewing Company, Athens, Georgia. Available wherever cold beer is served. Champions drink responsibly.
Georgia is our home. That's why at Georgia Power, we're building the future of energy. Over the last decade, we've invested nearly $10 billion to strengthen the electric grid. Building new substations, upgrading transformers, moving power lines underground, and investing in cleaner energy. We're making the electric grid more resilient and reliable for you and for future generations. At Georgia Power, we know that making smart investments today prepares us to meet our customers' needs tomorrow.
There's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but great teams let their performance do the talking. Like the Ford F-150 truck with smart tech that'll help win the day and leave the competition speechless. That's why F-150 is the best-selling full-size pickup in Georgia and the official truck of the Georgia Bulldogs. See your local Ford dealer today. Greatness starts here. Based on S&P Global Mobility Total, U.S. new vehicle registrations for the standard full-size pickup segment RYTD April 2023. Some models, trims, and features may not be available or may be subject to change.
95.5 WSB, Letters, News, and Talk.
Now through January 2nd, during the BMW Road Home Sales Event, receive a combined credit of up to $2,500 plus 2.99% APR on select models. For more details, visit BMWATL.com today. Proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics and Go Dogs.
Scott, we continue to get kind of shellacked on the glass tonight. They've got 11 more rebounds than we do, 36-25, but 17-4 on the offensive glass is leading to more shots for them, giving them right now that 6-point lead.
Georgia will try to do something about that on this possession. R.J. Sunahara back in the game, as is Silas Demery. Brings the ball into the front court. Frank Anselm-Ebay on the floor with Blue Kane and Melendez. So we put 5 new guys on the floor. Anselm-Ebay with the feed from Melendez. A two-handed dunk, and they foul him.
Yeah,
hit him in the head. He's going to the line for an and one.
Not a smart defensive play. At that point, Frank had the basketball pretty much by himself, and he's going up with it. He's going to dunk it. He's going to dunk it even if you touch it. But to hit him while he's dunking just, puts Frank at the line now with an opportunity to make this a three-point play.
Fouls on Giffa. That's his first for the 6'2 guard. And Big Frank at the line. 71% free throw shooter this season. Right-hander. Free throw is good. Three-point play for the Dogs. And a three-point game, 43-40. High Point in front. Georgia's last lead was at the 16:07 mark in the first half. So we've been playing catch-up for a while. High Point moves the ball around. They find Miles open in the slot for a three. Missed it off the back of the rim. It's rebounded by Blue Kane for the Dogs.
He went high to get that. Blue got up in the air there.
Georgia right to left here at Stegman Coliseum. Oh, my goodness. Demery with an alley-oop lob. And a strong two-handed finish on the dunk by Big Frank Anselm-Ebay.
Now this Coliseum's starting to come to life. See Jesse Kinney over there. He's doing the side straddle hops.
He gets a workout. Three ball by Giffa won't go. Rebound. Potter for the guys in purple. Took it away from Big Frank. So they get another offensive rebound and another attempt. They lead by 1. Thiem dribbles inside the arc, then back outside, goes to Hamilton with 6 to shoot. The Mississippi State transfer, penetrate, kick out, Thiem 3, almost airmailed it, just caught the far side of the rim. On the miss, rebounded by Melendez for the Dogs. RJ on the dribble drive, behind the back, changes direction, feeds Kane along the baseline. Blue pinned in to Demery in the corner, he'll start again. Melendez has it left wing. Dribble drive, runs through Giffa, and a foul called on High Point, I believe, on Keza Giffa.
Yeah, it's on High Point. I don't know who.
The officials waiting to see as they unstack everybody. I think it was on Giffa. Two shots are coming for the Dogs after the timeout. 11:50 to play in the game. Georgia still trails by 1, 43-42. High Point in front on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
With Northside Hospital, you can look forward to new beginnings, look ahead to comeback seasons, and look up for hope and strength. Northside welcomes you into our community of care, guided by one clear direction, a mission to heal. Led by our expertise in maternity, heart, cancer, orthopedics, and more, you can move into tomorrow with confidence. For a healthier future together, look to Northside Hospital.
The Dogs are heard right here. This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
No matter where you're headed, Citgo is a good place to start. Whether you're off to a music fest in the city or dance recital in the suburbs, Citgo top-tier Tri-Clean gasoline helps your engine run smoother and cleaner along the way. Tri-Clean is designed to keep fuel injectors, intake valves, and cylinders clean, preventing hesitation, rough idling, and poor drivability. Plenty of good reasons why when you start with Citgo, you're good to go.
Good to go.
There's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but great teams let their performance do the talking, like the Ford F-150 truck with smart tech that'll help win the day and leave the competition speechless. That's why F-150 is the best-selling full-size pickup in Georgia and the official truck of the Georgia Bulldogs. See your local Ford dealer today. Greatness starts here. Based on S&P Global Mobility Total, U.S. new vehicle registrations for the standard full-size pickup segment RYTV April 2023. Some models, trims, and features may not be available or may be subject to change.
Georgia scored the last 7 points of the game to close within 1 here with 11:50 to go and celebrate the season with gifts, deals, and holiday feels. Find perfect presents for everybody and every budget. Shop Kohl's and Kohl's.com today.
Now they're on a scoring drought of over 3 minutes. We need to keep it that way, and we need to have a little run here over the next 3 minutes.
Well, Big Frank, Chuck, has given us a bit of a boost inside. Back-to-back buckets and a three-point play by Ansel Amibe off the bench, and really riled the crowd up.
It did.
Got into the ball game.
Got this crowd into the game.
R.J. Melendez at the line for Georgia. 2 free throws for the Illinois transfer, and free throw number 1 is going to dip off the rim, no good. Dogs not shooting the free throws very well tonight. 8 of 13, 62%. RJ's second one, same result, same thing. Just hit off the right side and went dishing off to the left. Rebounded by High Point. We missed an opportunity there as we missed 2 foul shots. Give the ball to High Point.
Well, look at the Dogs. The Dogs' defense is aggressive. I mean, it's everything you want to be right now.
Panthers work around the perimeter. Now Thiam goes baseline. Reverse lay-in from the right side. Won't go. Offensive rebound underneath in traffic. Bodo has it stolen away by Melendez.
Well, he did the big man mistake. Brought it down low.
And RJ just went in there with 2 hands strong and just took it right away from him. Dogs can take the lead if they make a basket on this possession. Demery dribbles left of the lane. Now into the paint. Shot fake. Kicks out Melendez for 3. Good! R.J. Melendez with a Scana Energy 3 to give the Dogs their first lead since it was 7-6.
How ironic, because that's where R.J. has struggled so far this year, and he can actually shoot the 3 pretty well, but he has struggled here.
For Melendez, it's only his 5th three-pointer of the season. Now a whistle will stop play on the other end, and we got a foul on the Dogs with 10:43 to go. Let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification, Bulldog Sports Network.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
High Point will inbound. Foul was called on Frank Ansel Amibe, his first of the night, and the team's 3rd of the half. 10.5 minutes to go. Georgia leads by 2. Oh, baseline 2, banked home by Duke Miles from the left side, close to the paint for the 6'3 guard from Montgomery, Alabama. He's been fairly quiet tonight. He's their leading scorer this season, averaging almost 20 points a game. Dogs with the ball. We're tied at 45 now. Blue Cane threads the needle, bounce pass to Ansel Amibe. Tried to bank it home from 3 feet away. Hit it too high off the glass. No good. Rebound to High Point. Panthers basketball. Hamilton attacks on the right side against Sunahara. He defended the baseline. Panthers throw it away. Blue Cane slips on the floor. High Point dives for the ball to Hamilton. It's loose. He chases it down in the corner. We're still chasing the basketball. High Point has it. Giffa down the lane. Awkward-looking layup attempt as he slashed through diagonally. He airballed it. Dogs rebound. Melendez on the other end.
Is a breaking triple team traffic alert from WSB.
It's 6:58 in the Cool Ray Carrier WSB 24-hour traffic center. Watching a trouble spot out of East Atlanta, I-20 eastbound at near Gresham Road, exit 68. Looking like a crash cleanup from an earlier incident is blocking all lanes as they work to tow the affected vehicles and get things back to operational. Looking at things, and it's looking a little bit jammed heading back towards the city. A slow ride expected out of East Atlanta. We'll keep you updated in the meantime. Plan your routes accordingly. Plan a couple extra minutes of travel time and take Glenwood Avenue as a potential bypass. I'm Andrew Seco, 95.5 WSB.
Tonight with 6 points. 16 below his season average. Going to the line after the foul on Ansel Amibe. 2 shots for the right-hander. Free throw number 1 is good. Jabri Abdur-Rahim comes in for R.J. Sunahara, playing in his first game this season for the Bulldogs.
Sunahara's given Coach White some minutes tonight, which is helpful.
Free throw number 2 for Miles. He releases, and it's good. He made them both. They've only missed 1 foul shot tonight. That's an area where they have been better than us this evening. They're 12 of 13. We're 8 of 14 from the line. We've missed 6 free throws. Tied at 47. Melendez for 3. Can't break the tie. Missed it deep off the right side of the iron from the right wing. And the rebound to High Point. Panthers step back 3. Miles. That one, same spot on the rim. Too deep. They chase down the rebound, bouncing on the left wing. Get another crack at it. Hamilton, he'll hoist up a 3. That's short. Hits the near side of the rim. Rebounded on the baseline by Melendez. We sprint down the floor in transition. RJ slams on the brakes. Foul line extended left. Back to Demery. Silas will slow it down in the half court now. 47 all with 8:20 to go in the game. Crossover, Demery to the rack. Puts it up. Left it short. He's fouled. Trying to lay it up and in.
That was a slow whistle. I wasn't sure they were going to blow that one. It was pretty obvious.
Fouled by Pavlo Dazuba.
Yeah, Silas ought to be shooting 2 here.
6'8" forward from Ukraine. Played sparingly in the first half. And getting a few minutes here in the second half. Commits the foul and puts Demery on the line. Silas shooting free throws for the first time tonight. Free throw number 1 in the air and good. Silas at 63% for the season. He's now got 11 points in the game. Second free throw, all net. Hit them both. We needed that. Georgia by 2, 49-47 with 8:18 to go. Again, Georgia playing here with a lead in the second half for the first time since the first 4 minutes of the game. Pressure in the backcourt by the Dogs on the inbounds by High Point. Giffa's got it. Demery's with it. Going to back off a little bit. Now it crosses the timeline. Dribbles on the logo. Feeds Benham on the wing. Moves the ball around. Back to Giffa. Left side of the floor. He's picked up his dribble. Overhead to Potter. Catch and shoot 3. Bricked it up there. Missed the rim. Hit the low side of the backboard. Rebounded by Hill. Dogs have possession in the front court. Left into the floor. Lead by 2. Demery will back it away on the right wing. Guarded by Miles. Got a screen from Anselm Ebe. Picks up his dribble on the right block. Lobs it into the paint. It's deflected. Ball is rolling. And covered up by Giffa. We try to reach in and tie them up.
Georgia's got the arrow.
They call the jump ball, so the Dogs will keep the possession. Anselm got the hands on a sliding Giffa who was on the floor. Big Frank just reached over and got his hands on the ball while standing up. And the Dogs will have the ball after the timeout. 7:37 remaining in the game. Big Russell Chiwa is going to check in for the Bulldogs. We'll continue in a moment with the Dogs leading by 2, 49-47 over High Point on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
SeatGeek's the ticketing app for fans like the sideline shot caller.
Come on, boys, pick up the pace!
SeatGeek got him a great deal on seats right near the action, so when he yells,
"What are you doing? Block him!"
he can be absolutely sure the players heard him. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Georgia Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Some might call me obsessed, but if you shop for holiday gifts at Kohl's, you get it. With their friends and family sale, I got 25% off already great deals, like 40% off comfy tech gear activewear. Then I saved 30% on Lego building sets, 30% on cozy Kookaburra by UGG bedding, and earned Kohl's cash. So yeah, I think it's pretty obvious why I love Kohl's, and why you'll love it too. Select styles, Lego and Kookaburra by UGG. Coupons do not apply. Some exclusions apply. Offers end December 17th. See store or Kohls.com for details.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
No one gets you closer to the game than Sirius XM SEC Radio. Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through regular season and into the postseason. Your team is covered anywhere you go. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.us/SEC Radio 2023.
Scott, now keep in mind, we got a 2-point lead and the basketball, and yet they've taken 18 more shots in this game than we have, including they've taken 31 from behind the arc.
20 offensive rebounds for High Point tonight, 5 for the Dogs. Hill drives for the Dogs in front court. Running a layup attempt won't go. Rolls into the hands of Abdul Rahim. He feeds Hill in the corner for a 3. That's off target. And rebounded by the Panthers. We had a couple of cracks at it. Tried to extend a 2-point lead. Couldn't do it. Georgia 49, High Point 47. A little more than 7 minutes remaining here at Stegman Coliseum. Hamilton on the drive. The former Mississippi State player. This is a driving layup because we defended right at the rim. The ball went right back to him, and then we foul him on the follow-up.
They got the smallest guy in there. Of the guys that were in there, they got the smallest one for the foul.
Yeah, Silas Demery commits the foul. That's his first, team's 5th. High Point will inbound the basketball on the right baseline. They throw it in right in front of their bench. The big Bodo. Benham comes over to take it. 3 guys on the right wing in order. Spacing not good for High Point for the moment. Now they get their house in order. Giffa with a left-hand dribble. Feeds to his left. Miles off a curl. Going to drive. High floater off the back of the rim with the shot clock winding down. Is going to bounce away into the hands of Demery. And then he's fouled by Benham as he stripped the ball out of his hands over the baseline.
Scott, I was going to mention to you, Benham, I mean, he looks gassed. He's played almost 28 minutes of this game.
Transfer from Lipscomb has 18, but 15 of those came in the first half. Chiwa's got the ball, unguarded, top of the key, hands it to Thomason. Noah Dribbling in circles, goes to Hill, back to Thomas and feeds Demery left of the lane. Quick spin through the paint, out to Hill with 5 to shoot. Fadeaway 2 in the lane. It's going to rattle and roll home for Justin Hill. First basket of the night for Hill.
Boy, a 4-point lead looks monumental, doesn't it?
That's the largest of the game for Georgia tonight. +4 on the scoreboard, 51-47 with 6 minutes to play. High Point basketball. Miles overhead toss, diagonal left corner, quick 3 by Giffa. He answers nicely for the visitors.
Well, that was short-lived.
It's still a 1-point lead for the Dogs now, 51-50. 8 points in the game for Keza Giffa, their guard. Dogs have the possession. See if we can get Jabri going. Step back 3. Good! Yeah! And the foul. That will get him going. Scana Energy 3-pointer for Jabri Abdur-Rahim. And what a time to get your first points of the night and a chance at a 4-point play for the Dogs senior. Jabri calmly up, tucking in his jersey, nodding his head to the Georgia bench. He's at the line. 54-50, Dogs by 4, try to go up by 5 with our best free throw shooter at the line. Demery comes out for Melendez for Coach Mike White. Jabri waiting to be handed the basketball. Fouls on Miles for the guys in purple. And Abdur-Rahim steps up there and buries the foul shot. 4-point play for the Dogs. We lead by 5, largest lead of the game for the Dogs. Giffa dribbles through the legs, down the middle of the floor, into the front court. Miles has it with a right-hand dribble to Giffa on the right wing. They toss it back and forth. Now Miles directs traffic, works against Chiwa. Drives by the big man, throws up a high air ball from the left block. And on the rebound, it's lost out of bounds, touched out last by the guys in white. That'll be another team offensive rebound for High Point. 8 seconds on the shot clock for the Panthers. They get to keep the ball, but they don't have much time to work with it here on this possession. Giffa to throw it in, left of the basket. Lobs it into Hamilton, one-on-one with Jabri. Back to the basket, drives, bounces it off the glass. Got the follow. I don't think that touched the rim, did it?
No.
Shot clock reset. Should have been a violation. It looked like it got glass, but not rim. They called a foul on Georgia after that play. Are the officials going to check it? It looks like they may. They may check it to see if it should have been a shot clock violation. Instead, High Point, when Hamilton threw it up, it hit the glass and came right back to him, and the shot clock reset. So the officials will stop play with 5:06 to go in the game.
I think they're going to find exactly what you thought, that it didn't hit. It did not hit the rim. It may have clipped the side of the backboard a little, but it didn't hit the rim. Because he was falling down out of bounds and fired it back up there.
When they began the play, I mean, they only had 8 seconds to shoot. And through that 8 seconds, I don't believe they got ironed. They didn't touch the rim with any shot. And one official held up 2 fingers. I'm not sure what he is indicating, if it's a 2-shot foul or there's 2 seconds left on the clock. It's going to be free throws for a High Point.
All right, so they called a foul on the fall to the floor.
Yeah, they call that on Chiwa. And so Bodo's going to shoot a pair of foul shots here. 7-foot freshman from Cameroon, just 41% at the line this season.
Wow.
14 of 34. First trip to the line tonight. And
I
the
see
big
why.
guy puts a 41% effort into it and misses it off the right side of the iron.
About the best you could say about that free throw was nobody got hurt on that.
He's getting another crack at it. And that one got ironed. Looked pretty straight on, but kicked out. The basket didn't like it because of that first missed free throw.
It was the penalty for the first one being so awful.
Dogs rebound the second miss, have a 5-point lead and the ball. Hill with the dribble, behind a screen from Chiwa. Goes to Thomason on the wing. He's left alone there for a second. Hoists up a three. It won't go. Bodo rebounds. Melendez took a swipe at the ball. Almost knocked it out of the big 7-footer's hands, but he was able to hold on. High Point possession. There's a steal by Melendez. A little showtime for RJ. A two-handed soft dunk.
He saw that coming. He was on the fly. That was like a cornerback's reading the quarterback's eyes.
That's 9 in the game now for RJ Melendez, and Georgia's lead is at 7, the largest of the game. Baseline pass to Hamilton, reverse lay-in, off the rim, bounces twice, won't go. Rebound Thomason. Dogs push it up the floor. Mike White urging them to speed it into the front court, get going. They have to curl around now as High Point got back in defensive transition. Georgia works out of the half-court set. Hill penetrates down the right edge of the lane, kicks it out on the wing to Thomas, and he backs away with 8 on the shot clock. Screen Chiwa, follows him down the lane. Floater, left hand. Thomason, too hard, hit the back of the rim. Rebound to Bodo, the 7-footer for High Point. Panthers basketball. Miles, overhead, no look into the corner. 3-ball, on the way, won't go for Hamilton. High Point looks really, really tired right now.
Well, they are really tired, and it's because Georgia, with their depth off the bench, they're running guys like crazy up and down the floor.
They're getting nothing out of their legs on their jump shots here in the second half. Melendez has got it, dips under the defender, and it's blocked by Bodo. That's going to be a goaltend, and they may check it. That shot looked like it was coming on the downward arc towards the basket.
When they got slapped out of there.
And when Bodo blocked it, they're going to look at it on the video monitor during the timeout. We'll take the break. 3:14 to go. Georgia's suddenly got a 9-point lead. What has happened? Dogs 59, High Point 50 on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
With Kroger brand products, you can make all your favorite things this holiday season. Because Kroger brand's proven quality products come at exceptionally low prices. And with a money-back quality guarantee, every dish is sure to be a favorite. Whether you shop delivery, pickup, or in-store, Kroger brand has all your favorite things. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
This is your home of the Dogs. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
The holidays are always hectic, but with the BMW i5 and iX, you can make them 100% electric. Make every journey a thrill with the cutting-edge technology in the BMW iX, or step into the first ever BMW i5 with its dynamic performance and iconic presence. Find your ultimate 100% electric BMW at the Electric BMW Road Home Sales Event and turn the holidays from hectic to electric. BMW, the ultimate electric driving machine.
Proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics. Visit BMWATL.com for great offers. Go Dogs!
No matter your favorite game day tradition, it all starts with a cup of coffee to get you ready to cheer on a Bulldogs win. Community Coffee is a proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs, serving Bulldog Nation with rich and smooth blends crafted right here in the USA. We've supported and celebrated thriving communities like the UGA family for over 100 years, and we believe there's no better day than game day for bringing people together. Community Coffee, strong as our roots.
Scana Energy is a proud partner of Georgia Athletics, and for every 3-pointer scored by the Bulldogs this season, Scana Energy will make a $25 donation to the University of Georgia General Scholarship Fund. Scana says, go Dogs. Tonight, the Dogs are 4 of 12 on 3-pointers. And RJ Melendez was awarded 2 points in the review of that last play. It was a goaltend on High Point, so Melendez now with 11 points in the game, and Georgia with a 9-point lead, their largest of the contest. The largest lead of the game belongs to High Point. They led by 10 in the first half. Panthers inbound the ball, let it roll almost to the logo in the backcourt, picked up by Miles as Jabri Abdur-Rahim started to get on the ball carrier or the ball handler defensively. Miles will take it down on the right block, pump fake, got Chiwa in the air, and he fouls him. Clock stops with 3:06 to go, and High Point at the free throw line for a scoring opportunity here. The foul on Chiwa is number 3 on the big man. Russell's got a career-high 3 blocks in the game tonight for the Dogs to go with 11 points and 4 rebounds. Miles, free throw, up and in, good for the High Point guard. And they have done very well from the line tonight. 13 of 16, 81%. Georgia at 65% for the line, 11 of 17. But doing better in the second half than in the first. Miles hits a pair for the Panthers. He's in double figures with 10. 8 of those coming in this half. 59-52. Georgia in front by 7. Dogs with the ball. Backcourt pressure by Giffa on Justin Hill. He dribbles across the half-court line, left side first. Feeds Jabri, right side of the floor. Abdur-Rahim against Hamilton in a man-to-man. Back to Hill. Hill behind a screen from Big Russ. Feeds Dimry. He attacks left baseline. In trouble. Bounce pass to Chiwa. Jump hook. Rims out. No good. Bodo got hit in the face after he rebounded the ball.
Yeah, Silas reached in to get the ball and got his face. Well, is he bleeding? It looks like his nose maybe. Silas was reaching in to get the ball, and he popped him right in the face.
Second on Dimry. 8th team foul. It'll be 1-1 for the 7-footer for.
I'm going to go on a limb and say it's only going to be 1.
Just one attempt? That's what you're going with?
Yeah.
Number 1.
Oh!
He only thought it was going to be 1-2. He was already backing up. Bodo. He made the free throw, though. So 1 for 3 at the line for the big man who shoots 41% this season. It's a 6-point lead for the Dogs with 2:37 to go. The second foul shot, that one kicks off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Chiwa. Dogs rebound. The foul shot miss. They try to trap Hill at half court. He's too crafty for that as he sprints into the front side. Now we run motion top of the key. Melendez handoff to Jabri. He's fouled on the wing by Thiam. And that's going to put the Dogs on the line. And probably not the guy High Point wants on the line right now. He's the Dogs' best free throw shooter. There's their 8th foul. It's going to be 1-1 for Jabri Abdur-Rahim.
You know what? And kids that ever come to see Georgia play or watch them on TV, you need to watch the way Jabri shoots free throws. He is absolutely textbook, and that's why he's so good. That and the fact that he works at it.
Free throw, all net for Abdur-Rahim. Front end of the 1-1 gives him the bonus opportunity now. Try to give Georgia an 8-point lead here with 2:22 to go. The right-hander from South Orange, New Jersey, drains them both. 61-53 Dogs. High Point basketball. They work left to right. Miles on the dribble. Moves to his right. Crossover. Melendez picks up defensively. Dribbles into a double team. Feeds it back behind him to Benham. Has the ball knocked away. Chased it down. Feeds it to Miles. 3 ball is good over Dimry. Boy.
Well, that was a long shot.
That was a scramble basket right there. NBA distance on the 3 by Miles, and they call a timeout. So Miles, with his first 3 of the game, gives him 13, 11 and a half, and that draws them to within 5, and we've got a break. 2:02 to play here at Stegman Coliseum. Georgia trying to hang on after fighting to gain the lead here late in the game. It's 61-56 Dogs over High Point here on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
After you work out, you can feel worn out. Reach for Core Power to recover right. A delicious protein shake with 26 grams of high-quality protein to build muscle. Champion your recovery with Core Power, proud partner of Georgia basketball. Learn more at corepower.com.
Go Dogs, sick 'em. Whether they're on the road or the home court, my family and I get loud and proud whenever the Dogs are unleashed. In this basketball season, Scana Energy is part of all the action as a proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. So join my family and Scana in cheering on the Dogs to glory this season. Sign up for Scana today and get up to $100. Call 877-GO-SCANA or visit scanaenergy.com/GoDogs for details. Limited time offer, terms and conditions apply.
Want more exclusives and behind-the-scenes Bulldogs content, more game highlights, mic'd ups, and original programming? Search for the Georgia Bulldogs All Access channel on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Georgia Bulldogs All Access, your official inside connection to Georgia football and all Georgia Bulldog sports.
Bulldog fans, college basketball is back, so grab a cold, refreshing Dos Equis lager and make the most of the big game with your real ones. Whether you're at the bar with fellow Bulldogs or watching with your friend who went to that other school, Dos Equis is there for it all. So buy a cold, crisp Dos Equis lager and raise one with a real one on game day. Dos Equis, proud sponsor of the Georgia Bulldogs. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2023. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Dogs trailed by 3 at the half. We've outscored High Point by 8 here in the second half. Still out shooting the Panthers. 43% for the Dogs, 23% for the game for the High Point Panthers. It's a 61-56 lead for Georgia right now, and that's your Regions recap. Order now for the Georgia Bulldogs Regions Visa debit card and prepaid Regions Now card at regions.com/GoDogs.
We had held them to 33 points in the first half, and this is a team that came in here averaging 90 a game.
Yeah.
Okay, we'd held them to 33 in the first half. In the second half, they got 23. That's where with 2 minutes and 2 seconds to play, they've scored 23 points. I cannot say enough about Georgia's defense.
7 for 29 from the floor. High Point is in the second half, just 24%, which is basically what they're shooting for the game. Dogs have the ball on a 5-point lead. Hill brings it across the half-court line. He's guarded there by Giffa, the transfer from Paris, France. Crossover. Oh, my goodness. Hill to the rack. Floats it up and in. Good. He got a kind bounce off the rim.
Well, and he chewed up some time, too.
He broke the ankles on the crossover dribble. Left Giffa grasping at air in one direction. Miles takes another 3. Missed that one. Dimry with the rebound in the paint for the Dogs. Miles hit his first 3 on their last trip down the floor.
That's Silas's 6th rebound.
Minute 15 to go. Dogs lead at 63-56. Looking to chew clock and score points. Hill with a 360 spin, working against Miles, the defender. He fouls. And that's going to put Hill on the line for 2 shots. Foul on Miles is his 4th. And Hill to the line now. Justin with 4 points in the game. Second trip to the line. That free throw is good. He missed a pair in the first half. And that's his first make from the line tonight. 69 seconds to go in the game. Georgia trying to make it a 9-point lead if Hill hits his second foul shot. Justin Hill, the 6-foot guard from Houston, Texas. Free throw, back of the rim, won't go. Big Chiwa gets a rebound, then they steal it. Miles took it away from him. Miles speeding down the floor left to right, and a running layup is good with the right hand. And a quick timeout by Alan Huss in the High Point bench.
Well, we had the rebound, and when you're the big guy like that, you get both hands on that rebound. You better hold on to it.
64-58. Miles, who had 2 points. He's our leading scorer this season, averaging 19.5 a game. He had 2 at the half. Now he's got 15, so he's working his way towards his average. Good scorers always find a way to get to their average.
No matter how bad the first half is or 3/4 of the second half, somehow or another, that math always comes out at the end, doesn't it?
He's just 1 for 7 on his 3-point shots tonight. That has hampered him. He's a good 3-point shooter, but it hasn't been dropping for him tonight. But he just zoomed right down the court, made a nice defensive play, stole the ball.
Stole the basketball,
went to the other end and
Yep.
scored. So Georgia will have it. 62 seconds to go. 64-58 is the Georgia lead. 6-point lead right now as Melendez will throw it in to our right. Looking, short bounce feed under the basket to Hill. And Thiem trying to pin him in. Hill breaks away. Now they trap him in the backcourt. Jump pass. Right, straddling to Melendez. He was straddling the half-court line right as the 10-second count.
Yeah, but Mike White got the timeout.
And Mike calls a timeout just before Melendez caught the ball. Alan Huss is protesting the call.
Well, he can protest it, but Mike White was watching that clock, too, and that's why he called that timeout. That official signaled emphatically he got the timeout.
So Georgia saved from a backcourt possession or backcourt violation and a turnover. All of the High Point coaches are disputing the call, but to no avail. Multiple assistants coming up to the official that granted the timeout. Now they're all just shaking their head down on the other end. Nearly a turnover by the Dogs, but the timeout called by Georgia's head coach avoids that. 53 seconds to go in the game. Georgia 64, High Point 58.
21 seconds on the shot clock.
Dogs will inbound. Side court on the far side of the floor. Melendez to throw it in. We run out of a stack on the logo. Melendez feeds it into Hill. Again, they try to trap him. A double team. He skips it across the front side to Melendez. Cross-court pass to Jabri Abdul-Rahim. Lob it back to Hill on the logo, and they put a hand on him and push him and foul him. And that's on Abdoulaye Thiem. That's double bonus time now for Georgia with 41.7 seconds to go. 10th team foul. And 2 foul shots coming for Hill. Dogs have a 6-point lead. Hill trying to make it a 3-possession game here if he can hit at least 1 foul shot. Georgia pulls everybody off the foul lane except for Justin. Shooting foul shots. Number 1 up and in. Good. 65-58. Dogs trying to win their 5th in a row. Second foul shot is good. Hill steps up there and does what he's expected to do. He hit both foul shots. 41.7 to play. 66-58, Dogs by 8. High Point lets the ball bounce in the backcourt. Now Miles picks it up into the front court he goes. Hard right-hand dribble. Euro step, shoots with a right hand, right of the lane. Won't go, off the rim. Offensive rebound, High Point. Miles has it. Step back 3 straight on. Front of the rim, won't go. Rebound, Melendez. 28 seconds to go. Georgia sprints into the front court. High Point may just let Georgia play it out here. Shot clock is off. 16 seconds to go. They're not calling a time.
And
Jump
not
pass
fouling.
from Hill
That's
to
it.
Demery. We're not shooting. Silas just holding the ball just to the north of the logo near half court. High Point will let the clock run down to 0, and that will be the ball game. Georgia wins it. 66-58 is the final score tonight, and it was a tough one for 40 minutes.
And Mike White knew coming in it was going to be. Told you as much prior to the start of this game. Wanted to see how his team would respond in some adverse situations, and he saw that. And I thought they handled it well. You know, they were down by 10 a couple of times in this game, rallied back, took a lead, and then withstood the frantic rush by the Panthers there in the closing minutes to get out of here with an 8-point win and extend their record now to 7-3. We got 3 left this month before we begin conference play.
You know, Georgia had an 8-0 run there late in the game, Chuck, to go up by 9, and it was kind of at that point that you and I commented that High Point looked a little bit winded. Well, they looked like their tongues were hanging out, running up and down the floor, and they were going without scoring for a little bit of time. And it may have been at that point, you know, that's when the momentum of the game kind of switched in Georgia's favor, and we never relinquished the lead after that, even though High Point kind of came back and, you know, got to within 6 and 5 a couple of times.
Well, you mentioned earlier, you know, we got to see Sonny Sunahara tonight for the first time. That's another piece on this Bulldog bench for Coach Mike White, and he's got so many of those that he can use, and it really is to Georgia's advantage to run like crazy because it does have an effect on these other teams who may have players on the bench, but they're not of the same quality that Georgia can bring off the bench. And they can run you and run you and run you. And, you know, it starts, well, here's Justin. I'll let Justin Hill tell us about it. Justin, how are you, pal?
Good, and you?
I'm good, thank you. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you, too.
Well, first off, I was just commenting to Scott. They seemed a little winded toward you. You guys have so much depth with quality, and you run it in and out and stay relatively fresh.
Yes, sir. We got a deep bench, and everybody who comes in the game is ready to go.
Well, it pays off.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations on the finish there. You stepped up to the line, hit your free throws.
Yeah.
All 7 of your points in the second half. This wasn't an easy game, though, was it?
No, it wasn't. Credit to High Point.
What were they doing that caused you guys some problems, especially in that first half?
Really moving without the ball, ghosting, and really having pace on their cuts. And they was getting open and they was knocking the shots down.
Offensive rebounds, they were kind of controlling that category tonight, weren't they?
Not kinda. They really dominated us on the offensive rebounds, the glass. We got to fix that so we can have a better outcome next game.
Justin, have you guys kind of come to the determination that you can win with defense?
Oh yes, for sure. I feel like defense is almost won every single one of our games because we're not the best offensive team, but we know we can make things work if we keep getting stops.
I'm looking here. They shot 23% from the floor. Now, they took, I want you to hear this now, for total number of shots in the game.
He knows.
Yeah, they took 73 to your 52. They took 21 more shots.
Yeah.
But when you're holding them to 23%, even that wasn't enough.
A couple of their shots go down. Maybe things go another way, but we gotta focus on getting the defensive boards for next game so we can have a better chance.
You've got St. Mary's, Mount St. Mary's coming up. Don't want to confuse the two. Mount St. Mary's on Wednesday, and then North Florida on Friday. So coming up, quick turnaround for back-to-back games next Wednesday and Friday. How do you feel about the way the team is right now, coming off that 11-day layoff?
I feel like we was a little rusty in the game, but I know we're going to pick things up, and I'm confident we'll play better these next games coming up before the break.
Yeah, and that's what's going to help you, right? Getting ready to go into conference schedule, and you guys will start to focus on getting back to playing the way you were playing before that break.
Yes, sir.
Final question: how'd the exams go?
They went really well.
Yeah, that's what I used to say too.
You get through them and move on, right?
Something like that.
Justin, congratulations on this one. Thanks for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, that's Georgia guard Justin Hill. The electrifying player of the game is brought to you by Georgia's Electricians, IBEW, local union 613. The way he was laughing there, that kind of concerns me.
Yeah, but you know what? When I used to say they weren't really well, it was the other people that laughed.
Yes, you're funny, Chuck. Yes. Oh, I hope all of them did real well on the finals as we move into the second half of the season. And Georgia continues the winning streak. They've won 5 in a row now. 7-3 for the year. High Point with the loss sees their 5-game winning streak come to a halt, and they are now 0-3 all time against the Bulldogs. 8-4 for the season for High Point. As we said, up next for Georgia, it'll be a Wednesday night game against Mount St. Mary's here at Stegman Coliseum, a 7 o'clock contest. We're on the air with you at 6:35 on Wednesday. Stay with us, though. We've got plenty of the post-game coverage coming your way here from Stegman Coliseum. Georgia a winner tonight, 66-58 over High Point. Back after this to start the region's locker room report on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.